Gillette Stadium for more than a half-century. The home of the Kansas City Chiefs. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Kaimi Fairbairn getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action here. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
1st carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Chiefs. And the touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're technically going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Tony. Here we go. Bucky. Where's the hot?
Stroud gonna throw right away. That is intercepted. Hit by the rookie out of Ohio State. And he is gonna score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This 35.
Texans. Oh, man. Hey, keep.
Slot man in motion right. On first down, it's Stroud. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is brought in. And he will score. Jalen Noel. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
On the quick,
Texans will line up for the two-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. Down the sideline. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. That's a pickup of 75 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That one is caught beyond the pylon. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 21, Texans 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Very good field position to start. As the return is past the 40. To throw here on first down. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
First down throw, Mahomes moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Quick throw, going to be caught by Worthy. Oh, nice Nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Yellow.
Play fake. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Henry To'o. He's pinned to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Zach Sealer in there for the sack, his 4th on the year.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up 3rd and real long.
Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw.
Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Benjamin St. Just there on the tackle. From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown Chiefs. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Down 19 for the year. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-left position.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Picked off by Xavier Woods. Past midfield.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Chiefs 30, Texans 6. Harrison Butker.
So now Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Now a hit, and he lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
This one out quickly to Noel. Down the left sideline. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
Here we go.
Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Yellow.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Smith on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow. Let's go up. Our time.
Third down, 3 to go.
Yellow. Our side. Our blue ladies. Our side.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. From their own territory. What a play on 4th down. 56 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On the ground, this is Gibbs. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
these two. Fight on these two. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. The throw is Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Cleveland Pearl. He gets in for the sack. It took a while. That is his first on the year.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here we go.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Mixon. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Man in motion is Smith. He'll get this out wide. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds. And he stopped the clock as well.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Smith. That is caught out wide on the RPO. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Man in motion is Smith. Now Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
it's too long for a field goal, they'll go for it here on 4th down. They put Kelsey in motion. On 4th down, Stroud. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
He runs with it. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that 1st down. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. And that time, the pressure, too much. He'll go down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
So we reached the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 76.
And he will go all the way. Damian Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. This great season throwing the ball continues. That last TD pass, number 40 on the year. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Yellow.
Here's Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, KC.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now, oh, look at this. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Let's go now.
Here's a design run. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll get that out wide to Pierce. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On the give, this is Mixon. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go. Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the 2nd half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. Finding space at the 15. And he's got another one. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Chiefs. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. This is Hunt. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Man in motion is Smith. Look wide. Get this one complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 29.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Well, over the middle, taken in by Noel. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught at 2. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
Here we go. First down. Houston.
Here's Stroud. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Texans.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the fourth quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line. Past midfield.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Now Gibbs. Room to run at the 35. And he will score again. Jameer Gibbs. Touchdown, Chiefs. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Texans Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They put Kelsey in motion. On first down, it's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third, they need 8.
All right.
Man in motion, heading right. Can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
18. What's that?
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yellow. My time.
A run here with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one a first down.
First down at the 5-yard line.
A run on first and goal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Noah Gray. Touchdown, Kansas City. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Man in motion, heading left. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete, but the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
Oh, and 18. What's up? 11.
To throw is Stroud. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
Intercepted. They'll take over
Yellow.
first down
My
and
side.
goal.
My side.
At the 2-yard line.
Gibbs trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. Second and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till third down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on second and goal.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Here's Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will add one more onto their big lead.
Texans 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And the kicking team right there, stopping him before he can get to the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
They're up a yard or two, up to about the 16.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And let's give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it, they were prepared for it, and they held it to a modest gain.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick 6 for touchdown. And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just a pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Whoa! And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Texans 33-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Japanese Timberwolves.
Off play action. He'll say, oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. He'll get this out to the left flank. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Man in motion is Smith. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. Receiver in motion, going right. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
It's Xavier Worthy on the return. Woo! And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Mahomes on first down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Yellow.
Now, Mahomes out quickly here to Worthy. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to go out of bounds with no time remaining on the clock. This game is over. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs